to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Baltimore Ravens. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Airing this one out for Evans. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Number 13.
Mike Evans.
Touchdown.
34 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Good. Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Ravens nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll look to throw right away. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Garoppolo. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Here we go. 20.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. A pass underneath for Fournette. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Buccaneer 1st down.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 24, Garoppolo. And he'll give that to Fournette, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that
way. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
A short pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Play is a turnover on down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Seven, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a run with Edwards. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Ball carrier.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The keeper.
Nice satisfying run up 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Jackson going to look to do it himself. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Now Leonard Fournette. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
From the 25 on second down, Garoppolo. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 49.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but he falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Edwards. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Jackson with the
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun, rolling to his right, incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On the counter, it's Edwards. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Gus Edwards.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Check. Hey. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Middle. Slam.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
Chuck Clark. Garoppolo's pass intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
A second-round pick from Ohio State. Here's J.K. Dobbins.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Bradley Kenyon to kick off for Tampa Bay.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now Brown, he lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Leonard
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Garoppolo. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Justin Madubuike.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
You got to love it, baby. Give us some more.
But this is intercepted.
Picked off at the 19. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Lining up for the extra point.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
In your face.
To throw is Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
For a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He'll try and run for the first with Edwards. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Third quarter.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
3rd and 3.
They run the counter. It's Edwards. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Edwards. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
54,
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Turnover that just got them the football back. Obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line.
They don't want it. Keep playing
Bucs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on
the free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Right there.
On the counter, it's Hill. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the option, Jackson will keep it. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they go to Edwards. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Carrier. He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Ready? 45's the mark. Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Operating from the gun. Jackson steps away to his left. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. An injured player on the field. Oh, boy, is that who I think it is? Yeah, that's Lamar Jackson. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Complete.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill.
Today's final score.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Tampa Bay, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.